Welcome to another edition of Throwback Thursday. I'm your host Hank McRae of Without a Face. Today I'm going to be listening to a very famous double album titled Physical Graffiti from a very famous band known as Led Zeppelin. I would like to think that I have listened to this double album at least once in my lifetime already, but that means it has definitely been a while since I've listened to it from front to back. This double album is turning 50 years old, released February 24th, 1975. I'm going to listen to disc 1 in one evening and then second disc another evening. But I'm going to condense my entire reaction into one video just for this episode. Time is of the essence. Let's get to it. The opening track is called Custard Pie. I like this opening guitar riff from Jimmy Page, and John Paul Jones on the keyboard is kind of matching up with it as well. Of course, John Bonham on the drums, who could forget? And Robert Plant as a fantastic vocalist, very high range. Each musician in this band really is a master of their own instrument, or multiple instruments really. Of course, it seems to be widely understood that Jimmy Page was really more of the captain of the Led Zeppelin ship, producing all of their albums. Except for the last one, reportedly he was not doing so well, and it was really John Paul Jones and Robert Plant who were at the helm of Into the Outdoor. Even have a harmonica going here. Okay, that was Custard Pie. I feel that was a good opening track. I'm not too crazy about it, but it's like a good warm-up for a double album. The next song is called The Rover. Very bluesy guitar riff, about 30 seconds in here. I'm a big fan of the chorus on this one. I like it a lot. The layering of the guitar and another fade out ending for the song called The Rover. I feel that was another quite good song. It's yet another one that I'm not too crazy about, but in the context of an album, I think that's a pretty good 1-2 punch between Custard Pie and The Rover. Now I'm going to listen to a song that I am very familiar with called In My Time of Dying. Okay, I think I confused this with another song. I was thinking of the song What Is and What Should Never Be. I love that song. This one I'm not feeling as much. Alright, the song's changing up. We're nearly 4 minutes into the song In My Time of Dying. I feel like this is the kind of song that happens when a bunch of music professors get together and have a jam session. Like, it's a lot of impressive musicianship within this song, and yet it's not really a song that I want to listen to over and over again, especially when it's like 11 minutes long. Like how the drummer and the guitarist are matching all the accents that they're hitting there. It's really impressive. Okay, wow, those are some amazing fills there. Amazing drum fills. I'm waiting for this song to be over, really. It's not for me. I'm sure there's a million people that love this song. Okay, you can hear, I suppose, is John Bonham coughing at the end there, and then Robert Plant sings cough at the end of it. So when I reframe it that way, as if In My Time of Dying is more of a jam session. How many jam sessions really sound like that though? How many jam sessions have all-stars like that, seemingly winging it, if not after maybe a few rehearsals? It's an impressive musical feat in my opinion. It's just not a song that I like. The next song is called Houses of the Holy, which I know Led Zeppelin had an album titled that, but that album did not have this song on it. I think this guitar riff is so interesting. This song just keeps getting better and better as it progresses. Houses of the Holy, in my opinion, is a great song, and it's a rather shorter song for Led Zeppelin's taste. It's only 4 minutes long, really. I think that's the first song on this double album that I've really loved. Of course, this next one, Trampled Underfoot, I've heard this song many times and I absolutely love it. The keyboard riff and the guitar melody is just an absolute chef's kiss. I love the little feels on the electric guitar here where it sounds like reverse reverb is being applied to it. It's changing up a little now. I forgot there's a bit of a keyboard solo here. This is such a great song. It just gives me so much joy to hear it. You can't help but dance to it or nod your head to it. Just finished listening to Trampled Underfoot. Yeah, I've always loved that song and I probably will love it till my dying days. I noticed they saved that song kind of toward the center of the double album here. The next song, of course, is the epic Kashmir. Such an iconic guitar riff with the orchestral backing of it too. And I really feel Robert Plant's lyrics here are breathtakingly mystical. And so epic when Robert Plant bends that note and sustains ends it and comes back up, and then it goes back to the original guitar riff. I'm sure Jimmy Page thought, oh, let's add a little bit of echo on your vocals here. Wow, that was a really long drum fill there. Sounds like there's a phaser on the drums toward the end there while he's doing the fills, and it's fading out here. Yeah, Kashmir is an iconic, epic song, and God help you if you don't like that song and you're forced to listen to it because it's 8.5 minutes long. Would I listen to disc 1 from start to finish? Probably not. In My Time of Dying, I think, is kind of the linchpin of that operation. It's just not doing it for me, really. However, disc 1 is totally redeemed by 3 or 4 great songs on it. Maybe I would just skip one of the songs if I listened to disc 1. But it's already making me think I probably would not listen to this double album from start to finish again. Let me just pick and choose what I want to hear, since the average song on here is like 6 or 7 minutes long anyway. Now moving on to disc 2. The next song is titled In the Light. I think this is a very epic intro. Been nearly 2 minutes and he finally starts singing. Okay, it's now more of a mid-tempo beat going on here. The melody has shifted from kind of a more sinister riff to almost optimistic, I guess you would call it. Very triumphant guitar lead here. Really lovely layering of the guitars here. I absolutely loved that song, In the Light. I think they should have opened the entire album with that song, although it is very complimentary to Kashmir. Alright, the next song is called Bronjir Ar. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right. Sounds like a very medieval acoustic guitar track. Wow, that was a very beautiful instrumental track. It didn't feel like filler to me. This next song is called Down by the Seaside. Almost has a bit of a country sound to it. I like this song a lot. It's always fun to hear bands trying something kind of different for their sound. A bit of a tempo change here, sounding more intense. I'm liking this. Really smooth transition back into the country sound. I thought that was a brilliant song. Down by the Seaside, wonderful song. I need to hear that more often. I don't remember hearing that song really before. The next song is called 10 Years Gone. Oh yes, I remember this song very well. This is an epic song, great song. Really love the lyrics on this one too. And here comes another fade out. Yeah, that's just another epic song from Led Zeppelin. Absolutely stops me in my tracks every time. The next song is called Night Flight. This sounds like more traditional rock and roll blues kind of song. Sounds like early Led Zeppelin to me. Alright, I thought Night Flight was a really good rock song. Nothing special when I think of a Led Zeppelin song though. I don't know. I liked it at least, but I can also live without it. The next song is called The Wanting Song. It's getting really funky here. I really like this instrumental chorus they have here. Wow, that was really impressive. I mean, it was kind of like Led Zeppelin was just being a traditional rock band right there, with the exception of adding in a little bit of funk. I really like that song a lot. I thought it was very good. Next song is called Boogie with Stew. That's a fun kind of ending to the song, Boogie with Stew. Overall, I don't need to hear that song ever again, but it's a good little acoustic rock song. I think they could have left it off the album, frankly. The next song is called Black Country Woman, sounding very acoustic blues here. Okay, I was wondering if the drums were ever gonna come in on this one. Bit of a bass drum here. And it's always a treat to hear John Bonham drumming. Lovely harmonica work here. Okay, that's a good song. I just feel like it didn't realise its full potential really. I didn't hear any bass guitar on it, and I think I was waiting for distorted electric guitar to come in and maybe some more interesting guitar fills and whatnot. I think you could have left that off the album. Excuse me, I think you could have left it off the double album. Alright, the next song is the closing track of this double album. It is titled Sick Again. It's a little hard to follow this song. I think they might have a different kind of time signature on it. I'm not sure. I really like this song. I thought that was a really good song. I don't know if I would have closed an album with that one. I feel like there are other more epic songs you could have closed with. I mean, Kashmir closed disc 1, understandably. Maybe 10 Years Gone could have closed the second disc, I'm not sure. Ultimately, I've been under the impression that this is regarded as one of the best, if not the best, double albums in pop music history. Other albums that might be in contention would be Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness by the Smashing Pumpkins, or All Eyes on Me by Tupac. But all of these double albums ultimately have a few songs that I feel like I could have lived without. And here we have a double album with 15 songs. I made my own little playlist of Physical Graffiti Under the hypothetical situation, what if Physical Graffiti was just a single disc album and I've got 7 songs on it and it already clocks in at about 41 minutes. This double album is an hour and 22 minutes long. I do feel there's a little bit of fat that could be trimmed. Maybe you could have condensed this down to 7 or 10 songs and made an undeniably great album. But who am I to say? There's tons of people that love this double album and swear by it. Would I listen to this double album from start to finish again? Not a chance in hell. But there's a lot of songs that I would love to hear again, which makes me veer on the side of saying that yes, this is a great double album, imperfections and all. What's the point in waiting around for perfection? And that's what I see here with this double album from Led Zeppelin, released in 1975. I mean, this already would have been their 5th or 6th studio release. Due to ageism in the arts and entertainment industry, especially in the 1970s, Led Zeppelin were already considered dinosaurs by this time, and they put out something exceptionally strong. This is a great double album, no doubt. Thanks for tuning in to Throwback Thursday. Stay tuned for Flashback Friday and Music Monday every week. Be there, or be a triangle.